I bought a brand new 2024 Road Glide, and I'm selling one of my other Road Glides. Stay tuned. Here I am sitting down on my 2024 Road Glide, and I can't believe it. I just bought this motorcycle yesterday, and I want to give you my initial view on this motorcycle from a hot rod performance bagger perspective, right? Before I get into that, in case you're wondering why I bought me a third Road Glide, well, there's a couple of reasons. One, I kind of wanted one. Second, I couldn't pass up this color. I really love this color. And third, I have a very big trip, and I have a lot of parts coming in for this motorcycle very soon, and I'm going to share my journey with you in terms of building this motorcycle up with some vendors that I've worked with in the past, so stay tuned for that. But with that being said, I'm going to sell one of these motorcycles, and I'll tell you just right now which one I'm going to sell, but if you can guess before I tell you, let me know in the comments. But I really like my performance baggers so much that I wasn't sure if I was going to buy me a brand new Road Glide, and I'll be very honest with you. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get me the Road Glide or the CVO-ST. Those were the two I was looking at. I'm pleasantly surprised at how this motorcycle handled in its stock 117 configuration. I can tell you that this bar setup right here is, it feels very natural for me for my height, right? And if you're wondering, I'm 5'8" with a 32-inch inseam, so my torso is a little bit, smaller. But for me, this here, I think these are like 10-inch kind of ape arms kind of design, but it feels good. Normally it's a little bit too wide for me, but this one here, I can work with it. In terms of the levers, I like that this right one here is adjustable, but this one's not, but it's okay, the clutch one. I'm not a fan of the cable clutch, as you know, but this one's fine here. And on that note, one of the biggest things that I really like about this 24 Road Glide is that when you put it in first gear, you no longer hear the clunk. I have to say that that right there is probably one of my top favorite things of this motorcycle. In terms of the handling of it, when you get it off the kickstand, well, right now I have it on the stand here, but when you get it off the kickstand, to me, it feels like the weight is lower to the ground. So when you get it off the kickstand, it's just a lot easier, right? Now, my turbo bagger over there, it's super light. This one's heavier than that one. But I can compare the two, and the weight distribution on this motorcycle, and this is totally stock, I got the stock exhaust, everything, is definitely different. Different and better, I should say, in a good way. So overall, in terms of the weight, and therefore the handling of the motorcycle, is going to be greatly improved. In terms of the actual handling on the road, I hit some long swoopy curves. I usually hit with these motorcycles at a high rate of speed, and I was kind of up there within the braking allowance, if you will, the braking in the engine allowance, if you will. And this bad boy was on rails, like, and this is with the stock tires, the stock wheels, the stock weight, stock exhaust, and everything. And when I changed it over to sport mode, because it has rain, road, and sport mode, when I changed it over to sport mode, it was a lot more responsive, and it was good. Like, I was just kind of going. It felt really good. Obviously, it's not as fast as any one of these, but it was really good, and I was very pleasantly surprised. One thing I'll tell you, again, from a performance bagger perspective, is when I was shifting here, you're in first gear, and then you're changing gears pretty quick so you can get up to the second, third, and fourth, and so on. When I found the sweet spot, and you just have to bring the clutch in just enough to where you can clear to put the gear up or change the gear. Even when I did that and not letting go off the throttle here, it would slide in there no problem, but there was a delay between that and then it would go. So it's probably a tuning thing, but again, this is a stock motorcycle. But I did notice that was like, okay, there's a lag. I didn't get a chance to test that on the CVO-ST because it was just like the regular Harley Davidson test ride. So, but yeah, man, I mean, I really liked it. I really like what the light looks like. I don't know, for me, guys, I just have to take a moment back here and just, this blue color here, along with the blacked out option here, for me, it's a winner. Now, I'm a fan of the color blue because, as some of you that may or may not know, I was in the infantry in the United States Army, and our infantry cord is blue. Well, I've always been a fan of blue, and well, here we are. And this is kind of like a royal blue color, man. Like, I had never seen this in person. The dealership only had one, and it was outside in the sun, clean, and I bought it. That's pretty much it. What else can I tell you? I'll make another video that's going to be more into detail with stuff like this, but there's just a lot of videos out there already for these motorcycles. Overall, I really like it. So if you're like a performance bagger, hot rod bagger person, and you're wondering if the regular Road Glide would make you happy, I'm going to tell you yes, simply on the handling. And I say the handling because you can have 200 plus horsepower like I have over there in my on my turbo Road Glide. And on the straightaway, yeah, you're gonna take everybody. But handling and knowing how to ride a motorcycle in the curves is gonna outdo horsepower any day of the week. So if you know how to go straight and you know how to go fast, that's awesome. And yeah, you're gonna smoke everybody going in a straight line. But in terms of the curves, when you ride with somebody that can hit the curves and knows how to switch the gears and get in and out of the curves and be able to maneuver and have that confidence, that maneuverability is gonna beat horsepower any day of the week. So again, from a performance bagger background, this motorcycle here is gonna get up and go if you know how to ride it. If you know how to ride it, if you know which RPMs to stay up at and which gears to stay in with the curves that you're hitting, whether you're going uphill or downhill, right? So yeah, that's all I'm gonna cover in terms of my initial review on this motorcycle, because there's just a lot of videos out there and I don't wanna bore y'all. All right, now moving on. Which motorcycle am I selling? Man, it is hot up in here, man, it is hot. So the one that I'm gonna end up selling is you guessed it. This is the one I'm selling. This is the one I'm selling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but anyways, this is the one I'm selling because, for one, I have no need for 3 Road Glides, right? And like I said, I have a lot of stuff coming for this motorcycle over here, and this is the one I'm selling because this one here is my old faithful, right? I've broken records with this motorcycle and I like it. And I mean, if you're interested, you know, I guess you can send me an offer, but on this one here, you're gonna have to be pretty generous. It has, I don't know, $12,000 in carbon fiber parts alone. But anyhow, so this one here, it is for sale. It's a hot rod bagger. It has adjustable levers, video risers, grudge back transmission, fuel modal RTX 201 pipe. Like I said, grudge back transmission, the leading edge Danny cylinders over here with Carrillo pistons, SNS flywheel, Legend suspensions front and back. I mean, pretty much the only thing that's stock in this motorcycle is the radio. So, you know, you can upgrade that if you want, but that's pretty much the only thing that's stock. A chain drive kit, a Trask swing arm. So in terms of what I paid for this motorcycle, if you're curious, the swing arm by itself is $3,000, without install or tax. The chain drive kit is $700 without install tax. The grudge box transmission is like $3,600 or $3,700 without install or chain. The Recluse stuff is around $500. The Trask Check MA top cover is like what, $300-400. The SNS flywheel, I forget, but I think it's like $2,000. The heads are the Screamin Eagle heads, but they're ported, polished above the stuff, and I can share details with the person that actually buys it. It has an awesome cam, as you can hear, and again, I'm not going to share that information because I just want to share that information with whoever decides to purchase this motorcycle. And I mean, oh, Galfer rotors. I mean, I got brand new tires. As a matter of fact, you can still see the little stubbies on the tires. The Vidi Design risers around $3,000, if not more, with these mirrors that I just put on. Power Vision. I have a couple of tunes in here for your leisure, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing, but it breathes really well. And it is for sale. So this is what we're gonna do. If you're interested in buying this motorcycle, you can send me an email with your name and phone number, because I'm old school. I'll call you so we can talk some stuff if you want to, at 2147crew@gmail.com. Send me your name and your phone number. I'm old school, so I'm gonna call you and we can talk about it. I can share some information that I'm not sharing here right now with you, because there's additional goodies in here, in this motorcycle here. So again, send me an email at 2147crew@gmail.com. Send me an offer. In terms of what offer I'm looking for, send me an offer you think is reasonable. I'm not trying to get every single dollar back here, but I kind of want to pay it forward, you know, so I want something that's reasonable for both parties, and then you can take this bad boy home. I mean, adjustable levers, like, it feels good. It feels good on the road. In terms of mileage, it has 4,500 miles. Let me see. Yeah, in terms of the engine itself, it was totally rebuilt, like I mentioned. It has, I have to turn on the motorcycle, but I want to say it has like 4,700 miles on it. I haven't even like really raced it from off of a dig yet, and I won't, just some roll stuff, because I just didn't have the time to do that, you know, with family and everyday stuff. So again, in terms of the offer, just send me something that's reasonable, that's you know, that'll work for both parties, because I'm not trying to, you know, to get rich off of this or anything like that. It's kind of like a paid forward thing, because it's important to me who this motorcycle goes to. But anyway, so again, if you're interested in the motorcycle, send me an offer at 2147crew@gmail.com. Send me your phone number and your name, and then I'll call you, and then we can talk some business, see how it goes. We're back over here with my 2024 Road Glide. It's fully stocked. I have a lot of things coming from some companies for it that I'm gonna, you know, dress it up with, if you will. And I'm just super excited to bring that to the channel to show you what you can do with this motorcycle from a hot rod performance bagger perspective, right? But honestly, it's a good motorcycle how it is. It's definitely a big improvement from that design over there. That's it for today's video. If you liked the video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe. And until the next time, y'all be good and ride safe.